So I know you and I both have an IONthrive water machine. And with the just the awareness that PFAS are in so much of the drinking water around us. And I do believe we even we checked with Greg to find out, okay, is IONthrive, does their filtration, is that 0.01 micron small enough that it catches these things? So, you know, my understanding is that this is like one of the best machines available as far as filtering down to the smallest possible, you know, particle to have pure, clean water. So tell me how you feel about using your IONthrive machine and how that makes you feel about with PFAS, and what you think, if, you know, research shows what this could remove from the water supply.
I'm happy to do that, Wendy. You know, my nonprofit corporation does not allow me to
Correct.
endorse products.
Correct.
But I can tell you what I do.
Right.
So my understanding is this. The CDC, the EPA, and environmental sciences have all made specific recommendations about how to get PFAS out of drinking water.
Right.
And according to the KYK manufacturer of IONthrive, the good news is they say their machines meet or exceed the recommendations from all three of those organizations for removing PFAS from drinking and cooking water. So I'm working diligently to reduce my exposure to PFAS, and I'm sure I've got decades of exposure, but I'm working on it. And one of my strategies is that I don't drink anything if I have that option unless it's gone through my IONthrive machine.
Yeah, I'm the same way. All my drinking water comes through my IONthrive machine. I either use glass water bottle or stainless steel. I use glass drinking cups. I use the clean water function for cooking or making, even if I'm going to brew a cup of tea or something, because I just really want to make sure, in a sea of, you know, of everything. And it's overwhelming when you think that they're all around us. Again, I want people not to feel overwhelmed by our interview that, hey, there's the PFAS out there and they're going to come in to get you. It's a matter of deciding, you know what, I'm aware of this, and now my awareness means I can take whatever steps I can. And simply using a water filtration, you know, IONthrive system, that's a huge thing. If all of my drinking water has been cleansed and captured those, that's a big step in the right direction.
Well, the brain and body needs water. Dehydration, as we've talked about before, is so lethal. It is linked with the development of dementias.
Yeah.
And so I would rather give something else up and have the cleanest drinking water that I can possibly have.
Yeah, I agree. It would be wise, you know, for a family. You know, I know sometimes you look at the cost of a machine and you think, oh my goodness. But you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for your health, either in prevention or in treatment. And I would much rather pay for it in the prevention. And sometimes you can't treat everything. You can go down the rabbit hole, and no matter how much money or energy you throw at it, does not necessarily mean you can get your way all the way back to wholeness and health. So like you, I have encouraged those around me, hey, you should look at this and make this a priority. Tuck away for it if you have to, or give something else up to have this in your home, because it can just be so beneficial to health overall.
To do a short digression, there are multiple studies out now showing that in some countries, like the United States, children, a good percentage of them don't drink any water during the day. They're drinking sodas and colas and sugary drinks and even fruit juice, which is high sugar because you don't have all the pulp and stuff from the fruit. So, you know, if you could only do one thing, I'd say do water.